This is a lesson on the funky parts of guitar from Long Train Running by the Doobie Brothers. So on the first chord, we have that 4 times for an intro, and it also happens 4 more times in each verse. Okay, so the first thing we need is we do the bar on the 10th fret, and then we hammer on those fingers on beat 2. That's why you'll see this arm coming down for the second time when those fingers come down for that hammer on. So that's the first thing to get your head around. And then we get a little chicka chicka, and then one more silent movement. Notice that last down up was silent. And then we get, on beats 2, 3, and 3 and, we get, and that is a pull off, that last one on 3 and. So when I put that together, so far it's, and then we have just one last silent down up movement, and that is beats 4 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and. Okay, and then the next funky chord we get is this C minor, so I do a bar on the 8th fret, I've got C on the 8th fret of the E string, it's just, so the middle finger's not doing anything, I've got 8, 10, 8, 8, 7, 8, that's C minor 7. When I said 7 there, I meant to say 11. It's because that note is our minor 7 of C. And on this chord, what we do is we play the bottom fugue, and then we start this triplet rhythm where we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So because our arm is moving down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and we're doing a triplet, what we end up with is going down, up, down, up, down. And then we move the little finger down to this to make this chord C minor 6. And we do the same rhythm, so I'm going to do the low strings and then 5 triplet chicks. Obviously the last one's not quite a triplet because all we have time for is 1, 2. I'll just put that together for you to hear. Okay, so once again slowly, that was. So it's important to remember that at the end of the 5 chicks, we get the last one of those is just down, up, and then the low string. So once again it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know, bouncing your hand down when you're doing this stuff, just only at the right moments, is so important to get that. And then the last bit of chords that we need is E flat major. So 11th fret on the E string is going to give us E flat major shape. And then I move down a semitone, and I'm going to replace the note on the G string with my little finger to make it a D sus to a D7. D sus to D7. So that bit goes. And then you would start the verse again with G minor, C minor 7, C minor 6, G minor, and then again you would go. And later on it does that a few times in a row, just going E flat, D sus, D7, G minor, and it does it again, E flat, D sus, D7, G minor, and then it goes E flat, D sus, D7, and then we go down to C minor, so move down 2 frets to a minor chord. And then we can do this Hendrixy stuff using all of these notes here and some 10th frets. Well, what we did today was to go so that we end up with, and then you just let that hang, and then you go back. And the only section I hadn't mentioned in this lesson is the stabs. Some verses start with instead of that they just do stabs where they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So that's 4 E and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 E and 1. So up, down, down when we do that. You can also do just the bar to those. Or you could do a semitone below. So I'll do a demonstration of one of those verses. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3 to the C minor 7. C minor. So I just mess around with those notes there, find what sounds cool. So, use the tips in this lesson, play along with the song to get the structure and generally enjoy it, and have a little mess around when you get a bit more confident soloing with the G Dorian scale. Which in this position, which we're going to use in the next lesson to make a bit of a solo. And we've got G up there, so you might as well go from G to G when you practice this position. So best of luck with that, see you in the next lesson.